Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Oshina. I'm really excited because I'm going to be pulling books from my TBR jar and reading them in this video. I put classics, Christian fiction, and young adult books in this jar, and books that I've been avoiding, books outside of my comfort zone, and I pull from this jar whenever I'm feeling just the need for something different, and I just really want to have some fun with this video and hopefully share some fun books. Even if I don't like these books, I hope that maybe my reviews will help you like them. So I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna pull a book and we're gonna read it in this video. I do give myself the right to veto, but I put books in here that I actually want to read, so I hopefully won't need to do that. And I'll link below the TBR video that I made putting all the books in here, and then any previous vlogs that you may have missed. The longer ones are easier to grab, but I'm gonna just get in here and grab this. What is it? The Shippers by Katherine Center. Okay. Yes, so I actually got the audiobook from NetGalley, and then I do have the physical book on hold in my library, so I will start reading this and give you a review. This is her latest release. I didn't like her previous release, actually her past two. I didn't like The Love Haters, I DNF'd it, and then the rom-commers, I gave 3 stars. I didn't think it was that good. So I haven't really been liking her most recent releases, and I'm afraid this one might be similar, but I'll let you guys know. I'll tell you what the language is and what the content is. And yeah, I'm excited to get into this. Hopefully we like it. I got the book, yay, from the library, and then I do have the audiobook as well. So here we go. I actually have very low expectations, and I'm not really convinced that I'm gonna like this book, but I'm a glutton for punishment. What can I say? No. Oh, they have faces. Bro. I just think mainstream books aren't for me anymore, or just the content is like so poor that I just can't even. So if I end up liking this book, you'll know it's good, because I don't think it's gonna be good. So yeah, I'm just going to a friend's house, so I gotta skedaddle, but I just wanted to say that I got the book, and if I have time to read it tonight, I will, and I will tell you about it. Hi everyone, so I'm clearly reading The Shippers and I haven't DNF'd it. So I think I think you have to know what you're getting when you go into this, and I think that was what was wrong with me and her books before, is I was looking for more of her previously published books, and she's just not writing that way anymore. And she even wrote like a pretty clear author's note about that, and that was good for me to read, because she said it's going to be lighthearted, nothing terrible is going to happen, they're going to end up together, it's going to be a happy book. That is what this is, and it's silly, and I think I am in a phase where I'm going to be surprised by what books entertain me and that I like. I feel like I'm in a new phase of discovering my reading taste, and I wouldn't say that this is my reading taste, but it is, I think, going to be a palate cleanser book, and just like one of those like easy, no brain power books for me. I would need that right now, so it's working for me, but I'm not saying this is high quality. It's actually, I don't know, like, it's not good quality is what I want to say. Not to be rude, but like compare this to something else and I'm like, yeah. So take this for what it is. Like, there is some language and kind of a lot of just casual sex talk that is very lighthearted, and it's not vulgar. And because of that lighthearted piece, I'm able to roll my eyes at it more so than be offended by it. Like, I told myself to go into this book trying to like it and to not immediately get triggered by it, and that's helping. But I don't think this is high quality. I don't think most of you would like this book, but if you do like this book, like, great. And maybe you like it kind of similar to how I do, where I'm like, yeah, I just need a no brain power book right now, and the few bantery lines are funny and they make me smile, and I just kind of need that right now. So this is working, and I feel like I may be going back and forth between the really deep, thought-provoking classic books and then the very lighthearted, barely any substance books that are the newly published ones, because that is a lot of what is being published, I would say, right now. There's hundreds of books, probably thousands of books published every single year. I don't know about every single one of them. I'm sure there's really high quality books that are still being published, but the ones that I'm aware of, the quality's just not there. Pick this up when you need a really dumb, happy book, because that's what this is. Like, it does feel extremely dumb. The main character is so immature, but not in an annoying way somehow. Like, and I only think because I'm in the mood for it right now. If I wasn't, I wouldn't be able to stand her, you know? Katherine Center's like way of writing female characters is kind of the mid-20s characters that are a mess, and she's trying to like be very relatable, but it's more so just annoying. And I do find a lot of the time when authors try to make their characters, no matter what age they are, when they try to make them relatable by doing dumb things or embarrassing things or like saying things they don't mean, I find that so cringy. This is cringy. Like, this is a cringy book, but it's like sitting at that 3-star where I'm like, it's a book, it exists, it's not offending me, so it can sit at 3 stars fine. And that's kind of what I'm reading it for. And nothing offensive has happened. Like, they've, yeah, swear like a little bit. There's no F words, and it's very like sporadic, that it's not like it's full of language, which is nice. And when I say like sex talk, I just mean like they act like, or they talk like having sex is normal, which it is. In this society right now, it is normal to just have sex no matter what your relationship status is. And so I'm used to it, I guess, and like I'll accept it in this book because this book's not claiming to be anything else. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I was also working in my reading journal, just updating it. It came with 3 bookmarks, like 3 strings dangling, and I don't use them. So it just has a ponytail, I guess. It's really cute. Actually, literally there's a fox on the front. It's got like a mane, or maybe this is its tail, but it's kind of cute. Woo. And yeah, I'm loving my journal. I've only used this much and we're halfway through the year. So I guess I don't use it as much as I thought. Since switching to Notion, I put a lot of my video planning in Notion rather than in my reading journal, whereas my reading journal used to be like fully for video idea and video whatever plans. Now this is just reading. And so reading is a smaller chunk, you know? You guys, maybe spoke a little too soon. Chapter 15. It's a long chapter. Oh, the chapters are long, I will say. But like yeah, the whole chapter. Like, this is the most eye roll dumb scene. Why am I still reading this? I don't know. Oh, there's an F word. Interesting. Okay. On page 146, like very last line of chapter 15, is the F word. Interesting. I don't recommend this. Okay. Definitely don't recommend. So I finished it. I did finish it, indeed. And this is gonna sit at 3 stars because I went in knowing what I was getting. That's all that I can say about this. And I wouldn't recommend it, but it hit the spot for what I'm into right now. I have to admit it. And I will say, like, I started the next book, Spies, Lies, and Alibis by Natalie Walters, because you'll see in the next clip that I picked that book yesterday when I was talking about this book, and I was like, I'm gonna finish it soon. I want to pick my next book, whatever. And I'm in a lighthearted mood, guys. So I have no idea what's going on. Who knows what I'll be reading next? Like, I'm just in the purest mood reading era I've ever been in, where what anything is happening other than I want to read books exactly when I want to read them. But there's no spice in this book. Yes, there is some language. There is that F word. It remains dumb, but I needed something dumb to listen to, honestly. And this is it. So I don't recommend it, okay? I just have to emphasize that. But I read it and I don't regret reading it. Like it was readable for me in this moment, and I will keep it at that. So do with that what you will, okay? My opinion. If you love this book, good, okay? I'm not judging anyone who likes this book, and please don't judge anyone who likes this book. Like, if you're like, I can't believe you even read that book, like, let's tone it down on the judgment of reading, okay? Of judging other people's reading, because I have really come to learn, please hear me, I used to judge people hard for what they read, because when I first was convicted to stop reading all spice and pretty much language too, I thought that went for everyone. Like, I thought like, well, the best thing for everyone is to not read any language or any spice, any kissing at all. And I judged other Christians that still read that stuff. I have just seen like some judgment going around of Christians judging other Christians for what they're reading. And I don't want any part of that. I don't want to participate in that. I don't want to even comment much on it other than this right now. Like, don't judge me for reading this book, and don't judge others for what they read, because we're not in charge of anyone else's reading but ourselves. And God is the one who puts out his justice and his convictions and all the things on his people. It's not us that does it. So it's not our job to judge other people. It's our job to love other people and show them Jesus. And what would Jesus do? He would love and accept people for who they are. He wouldn't let them stay as they are, but that's Jesus, you know? We can't change people. So just, I don't know. I guess because I'm like anticipating like you guys having some kind of feelings about me reading this book and not DNFing it. And I just have to say that, like, please don't judge, because it doesn't help anything. Like, it literally only puts people on edge. It makes them feel defensive. No amount of judgment from humans has ever made another human want to change who they are. Like, it's the Holy Spirit in us. And it's the kindness of the Holy Spirit that leads us to repentance. Like, the Bible spells it out, you know, like, kindness is it. That is what I think, okay? So I know that I have been a part of judging other people in the past, judging other Christians and Christian booktubers for what they're reading, and I am not doing that anymore. I repent of that, and I don't want to be that person, and I'm not participating in that anymore, ever again. And call me out if I do, if you see any of that happening, which, I mean, I stay out of comment sections a lot of the time. I stay out of the drama. I don't want any part of it, guys. I'm a non-drama person. I do drama behind the scenes. Like, I talk to my friends behind the scenes, and that's it. Okay? Anyways, I think I'm done. But you will see in the very next clip that I picked the next book, and I'm really excited about it, and I've already started reading it, and I want to pick the next book just so I know what it is. I don't know what I'm in the mood for. You know what's crazy? I think I'm in the mood for Christian fiction. So I should really capitalize on that. So I'm just gonna do it. Let's just do it. I don't even know. Okay. I'm gonna like take my time with this. Hold on. There's one. Okay, this is the one. What is it? Oh, interesting. Okay, it's Spies, Lies, and Alibis by Natalie Walters. This is a new release as well. Interesting. Okay. You know what? Sure. I mean, I picked it. So I have this on NetGalley. I have the audiobook and the ebook. So that is how I'll be reading it. So I won't have a physical book to show you guys. I don't think my library is getting it in, other than, yeah, no, I don't think it's getting it in. So unfortunately, I don't have a physical book to like hold and show you that I'm reading, but I do want to read this. I've heard amazing things about it, actually. I know that it is romantic suspense, but I think it's more on the like comedy side of things. In my opinion, a lot of Christian romantic suspense is just copy and paste, so bland and boring. So I didn't want to read her books because of that, but this is like fresh and different. So let's do it. I'm interested in this one. This book is so good. It's so funny. It's exactly what I want to be reading right now, and I'm so happy because I feel in such a mood reading phase right now. This is feeding it. Like, all I want to do is read this book. I'm reading it on my tablet, and then I have the audiobook too, and they're both from NetGalley, and I'm so glad I have both because the audiobook, you guys, highly recommend. It's so well narrated. The way they put emphasis on the words, and like it's a guy and a girl narrator and it alternates perspectives. It's so good. So I also realized I didn't even tell you what The Shippers is about, and I didn't tell you what this is about either. So you probably don't care what The Shippers is about. And if you do, like, look it up, I guess that's what I say. But I'll tell you what this is about because I fully recommend this book. You follow two spies that are on undercover missions, but they're on opposite sides. And they also have a history. And it's so funny. Like, this is comical. This is like not serious and yet not. So it's so good that way. Natalie Walters' like humor is so good in this book. The metaphors that she uses just make me laugh. Like, I'm just cracking up reading this book, and she has just enough like high stakes tension to like fuel the story and make me want to keep reading, because like the momentum is just fast from the beginning. Like, start of page 1, momentum is 100, and it's so funny. Like, you get, I don't know, she's balancing it so well because you get backstory of the characters, how they know each other, you get what they're doing now, you hear their inner dialogue of like messing with each other, not being able to resist each other, but also wanting to resist each other. And it's like so good in every single way. I love this book. It's tracking for 5 stars, 100%. And I'm very excited because there's basically no faith content. Like, they talk about, I think they said like pray to God like twice. And I will say they did mention like, oh, the universe is doing this to me. Like, a super offhand comment, and it was only once. But whenever a Christian author or just like whatever kind of Christian adjacent book talks about the universe in that way, even though I know it's just a saying and it doesn't have to mean anything, like, unfortunately we're in a stage of the world where it does mean something to people, and I wish that it wasn't there. But it's not enough to dock a star. Like, it's just one thing, and I'm not offended by it, but I just like noticed it because they talked about like praying, but then they also mentioned the universe, so that wasn't cool. I didn't like that. But it's like truly a one-off, one-line comment, and that's it, and I'm like more than halfway down the book. So, but if that bothers you, it is there, to be honest. But highly recommend. Like, so good. And this is what I wish all Christian romantic suspense was. Like, I feel like a lot of it tries to be too serious, and I get like you want to be realistic, I guess, because this is so not realistic, which is so fun. Like, I find the pacing in regular romantic suspense is so slow and boring because the cops are trying to figure it out, the detectives are trying to figure it out, and they're not. And then, oh, more threats on their lives and whatever. And it's just like copy and paste, like the same stuff over and over. This feels fresh because it's a unique situation where it has to do with like mobs, I don't know. The mob? Bad guys that are doing sketchy stuff and like illegal stuff, and they're trying to catch them. And there's like 2 bad guys that are like in a business deal, and the spies are like buddy with each side, but they don't realize that. So it's so good. Like, they clearly should be working together, but they don't trust each other because they don't know that they are working for the same goal. It's so good. It's so good. And the guy, like, I do cringe at this saying, but I do have to say the guy is down bad for her. And sometimes I think that's a really cringy thing to say, but it is very accurate for this guy, main character, that he is clearly obsessed with her. And I love it. And she's like so annoyed with him, but in the most endearing way. Like, she cracks smiles. She like can't help that he's like kind of funny, and she's like kind of into it, but she's trying to resist because she's on a mission and she has to work, and so does he, but he also can't help himself because he like is into her. So it's like literally so good. I love it. So that is nice, and I recommend it so far. So I'm probably going to finish it. This is going to be a quick little TBR video, which is great. Hi everyone. I finished Spies, Lies, and Alibis, and 5 stars. I loved that book. It was so fun and witty the whole time. The tension, the romance, you guys, and I thought the mystery was like exciting. I liked the spy aspect to it. Yes, it's unrealistic, maybe cheesy a little bit, but like I loved it. So highly recommend. There's basically no faith content in it. Like I said, they mentioned God like a couple times, but that's it. So I don't know if I would call this Christian fiction. It's just clean fiction, but so well written. I'm like so surprised. Why hasn't Natalie Walters written like this the whole time? It was perfect. Like the banter was on point, perfectly done, and I wouldn't change anything about it. Like the tension, I think my favorite scene where I was like truly laughing, I was walking on the treadmill at the gym and there were like literally like so many bros all around me and they were like, you know, huffing and puffing doing their thing, and I'm just walking on the treadmill laughing my face off at this scene. The kitchen fight scene, if you know what I mean, involving a bag of flour and like the literal banter back and forth, I was like giggling the whole scene. And I loved it. So that was so great. And I loved the ending. And I feel almost that it like could have a sequel. So is it going to have a sequel? Like it definitely wraps up, but it leaves like space for another mystery to like come into play. So that would be pretty fun because these characters were great. Like really, really great. So that was such a pleasant surprise. And I feel like this video is long enough and like has enough substance for me to put it up. I considered picking another book, but I am not in the mood to do that. So I'm gonna just follow the mood. I'm really excited. I just had such a good time. So yeah, that was such a pleasant surprise. I recommend both the audio and the physical book. I will say, while I was reading the ebook along with the audiobook, some of the words were different. So I'm assuming that the audiobook is the more correct version than the ebook. Just a few lines were either like rearranged or some lines weren't even there. Like it wasn't significant at all, but I guess like I was reading the ebook arc, so it wasn't a finished copy. Anyways, but highly recommend. You can get a finished copy now. I mean, I'd recommend The Shippers if you want a very silly rom-com that has like a little touch of language and no spice though. So there you go. Win some, you lose some, right? But that was really fun. Thank you for watching this, you guys. I hope you got something out of this video. I hope that it was fun, and I had a great time, I will say. I will say that my reading vlog for Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo is beginning. So I am gonna start this book next, and oh, I hope that I like it. We'll see, you know, but it's gonna be a resource. So yeah, look out for a reading vlog reading this trilogy, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. Bye.